Hey you all, and welcome back to the D-Cycle channel. Today is the much anticipated, because I know a lot of you have been waiting for it, the part 2 of my KSpeaker K2 video review. This time we're actually be getting out on the motorcycle and riding. I've got motovlog gear set up, so we're actually going to get on the motorcycle. I'm going to see if we can kind of get things heard how I hear them when I'm on the bike. I've been riding with this thing for about a month now. I just kind of want to get some first impressions on it myself, but so far it's been a good speaker, but I just kind of want to show you guys on the bike perspective and sound quality that comes out of this thing when you're actually riding it up to speed. Then when we get back from our trip out on the road, we're going to try the part 2 of this video, and that is getting it wet to test the waterproof capabilities of this little speaker. Without further ado, guys, let's get on the bike and let's get this done. All right. It's been a minute since I've done a motovlog. Hopefully this turns out okay and sounds okay, but anyway, let's get on with the road review. Let's turn our KSpeaker unit on. Let's put on some music. I've got this turned all the way up to 16, so you should be able to hear it. All right, let's hit the road. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make out everything here because it's totally different with the full face helmet on, and I got a microphone tucked inside the cheek pad here, but I could give you a little play-by-play of what I'm hearing and what I've experienced over the last month. So I've got this thing at full blast. It goes up to a 16 volume, and we're going to ride a little in town, doing about 30. And then we're going to get out and do about, I don't know, 55, 60 on the highway. Now, right now, while it's still a little quiet, I can actually hear the speaker pretty well. Now, I'm going to say when you have the visor down, which I kind of have to speak because I don't want all the wind noise hitting the microphone inside of the helmet here, which I'm talking through, but it's a lot harder to hear at any speed with your visor closed. Over the last month, I've been testing this thing out. I've been noticing that really at high speeds, you're really getting the best sound with your visor open, with your face out in the elements. But I'm gonna ride with my visor open here until we get out on the highway, and then I'll open it and close it as we go to let you know what I can hear. Like I said, this is at the highest volume it goes. It would be nice if it was a little louder, but when you're at a standstill, this thing is pretty darn loud. There we go, all the way up to 16. See, I can hear it very well right now. I'm doing about 35, 40. Visor's open. I can hear it very, very well. Even with the visor closed right now, I can still hear it. Now, I'm wearing a full face, as you can see in the mirror here, but I realize that's not what a lot of people wear. Some people don't like to wear a helmet. I'm in Illinois, it's not a helmet law that you have to wear one, but I mean, to each their own. This is probably going to do you more better if you don't have a helmet or are wearing something other than a full face. But here we go, we're gonna get it up to about 55, 60 now. Hopefully you guys are still able to hear the music and not too much wind noise. All right, here we are. We're gonna set it at about 60. I'm gonna close the visor for a little bit. Now, right now, there's not really much wind going on, and what I've noticed when there's more wind, it's noisier in the helmet. And with the visor closed, I'm not really getting much of that sound into my helmet at all. I'm getting like the high-end drum and guitar. Just a little bit, but if I open it up, I can hear that a lot better. Hopefully you can too, but I don't know. We'll just see how this recording goes whenever we get it into post. But not bad. We're gonna turn around right here and go right back.
then ride a little bit just through downtown Gillespie. And we'll absolutely be able to hear it at slower speeds. See, this you can hear just fine. It's loud. Another thing I would say, this would be a perfect little speaker to take for, like, say you do a lot of bar hopping, or you're staying in town, maybe you're going like camping or something and you want like some music to play just for a little ambiance in your camping adventure or something like this. This would be perfect. And no, I'm not playing Freebird because that would get me a copyright strike on this video. So I've just got some royalty-free music here that shouldn't get me in any trouble, but it's loud. It's the type of music I listen to. So this is kind of the impression you're getting from that. But again, we're going to open the helmet. See, I can hear it pretty well going 60. We'll even go a little faster. See, at almost 70, I'm still getting a lot of the music. So it's really not that big of a deal. I would say if you're going on the interstate, you may start having some problems hearing it, just because the wind noise. I mean, it really matters what kind of day you're riding in, your speed, your exhaust, of course, because I got a pretty loud exhaust on this bike. So these are all factors you have to take into consideration if you want to make a purchase on this thing. It is loud. You're not getting a whole lot of that low-end bass on it. But I mean, for what it is, this is a sub $150 speaker selection that you can make. And it's not going to break the bank, but it still gives you good quality sound. You can listen to your tunes. You can listen through your phone via Bluetooth. You can listen to AM, AFM, FM radio. Now here we are just doing a casual cruise through town. I'm going to open my visor. See, it's giving me everything I want. I'll even get you a little closer. Not bad. And I turned it back down a little bit. And now we're back up to the high volume setting, which is on 16. Again, hopefully you guys are getting all of this just because of the wind noise and stuff. I'm not going that quick. The wind isn't blowing very, very hard today. So hopefully you get a good idea of what this sounds like at some speed. Take a little ride through town before we go back home and try our water test. And let me know in the comments below what kind of music you guys listen to. Do you listen to country? Do you listen to rock? Do you listen to a little bit of everything? Katy Perry? I don't know. Just let me know in the comments what you listen to. But as long as you got a Bluetooth connection to a phone, I've got mine mounted right here on the tank. Easy access. You can do there are some control features if you want to skip songs. You just hold down the 0 buttons for a second or two, it will skip songs for you. So it is a handy little, I'm gonna say it is a handy, nice, convenient little speaker. It easily comes on or off. So if you want to switch over to, let's say you have like a Cardo, like a Bluetooth speaker or something like that, like I've got on my helmet here, you can take this thing off in a matter of a couple minutes. Now, there is something different that I did, because inside the kit included a hookup right to the battery. I didn't go that route because I didn't think I'd be keeping this on the motorcycle the entire time. What I did was I bought a 2-foot extension cable, and I just routed it from the end of the speaker cable here underneath the tank right into my pigtail right down here, if you can see that. So this makes it a lot easier for me to remove the speaker if I don't want to go with the speaker on that particular day. But I would recommend a 2 to 3 foot, just depending on your bike. I have a 2018 Softail Sport Glide. So I was going to say, if you have something more like a bagger, you might want to go 3 foot. You just take your measurements and allow for a little extra, just so that you have enough cord that when you're turning your handlebars, you're not going to have any problem with the cord stretching out and disconnecting from the pigtail. to open it back up again. I mean, at stop, it is a loud little speaker, I must say that. For, like I said, under $150, I think it is. You got yourself a decent little audio box here. And guys, remember, if you want to pick one of these up, I do have a discount code that will save you 20%. If you want to make a purchase on one, just use the code DCycle20. That's DCycle20. And that'll save you 20% off your speaker purchase at KSpeaker.com. Go over there and check out what they got. Maybe you can find something that suits your style, your look. This is the K2, like I was saying. It comes in two styles. It comes in an all blacked out version, and then I got this version with the chrome on it. It looks great with my bike, I must say. It doesn't look like an accessory that was put on that just looks out of place. It fits the bike really well. As you can see, I got chrome trim on this thing. And it blends right in, looks right at home right here on my handlebars. All right, guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head back to the homestead, to the garage, and we're gonna do the water test, see how this goes. So we'll see you back at the garage here in a minute.
All right, gang, I'm back from the ride. We're back here at the garage, and I got some water here. It is quite hot out here. It is humid too. We're talking spatulas need prying the sack away from the leg. But anyway, we're going to test the whole waterproofing capability of this speaker by spraying some water on it while it's working. So let's get to it. She's still rocking and rolling, man. It works. It's waterproof. And I mean, I really put some force into that too. Okay, everybody, final thoughts time. So the K2 KSpeaker, I think it's an okay speaker. I think that if you purchase this, and depending on how you ride, your riding conditions, your gear you use, it would probably be a good solution if you want to spend sub $200 and get a speaker with some decent sound on your motorcycle. We know the waterproofing capability absolutely works. We know it sounds pretty loud, but just the factors I wanted to point out earlier, if you ride with a full face helmet, if you close your helmet when you're riding, you may have trouble hearing this thing at high speeds. Now, if you're cruising in town, say you're a bar hopper, or maybe you're just parking your bike and you want to listen to some tunes while you're doing something else, while you're out moto camping, while you're doing something like that, this is a great little speaker for that, I must say. Is it a Rockford Fosgate Stage 2? Absolutely not. You're going to get better sound, better bass, better low end stuff out of a system like that. But if you're looking for something that isn't going to break the bank and you want something that still looks good, like I said, this comes in this chrome version. It also comes in an all black version if you're not into the chrome thing. But as you can see, it does look good on my bike in chrome. It fits the whole personality of the bike, the whole look with the chrome and the black. I think it looks perfect. It looks right at home on my handlebars. But that's all I got today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully the audio worked and you were able to hear it, what I was hearing when I was out riding. But those are my final thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you didn't watch the first video where I actually installed it, make sure you go up here and check out that video. Again, thank you to the people at KSpeaker for sponsoring this video and helping me out with this unit, being able to get it out there for you guys to see and hear. Until next time, you guys, make sure you go to KSpeaker.com, use the code DCycle20, save 20% off your purchase on that website. You guys ride safe. I'll see you in the next one.